Well, Donald Trump is taking heat for his persistent claim that the election could be rigged. One of those lashing out at him is Washington State Secretary of State, who calls Trump's claims irresponsible. But even as she admits there is no way of knowing if her state's voter rolls could have the people who are not U.S. citizens voting. You know what? Fox News' Dan Springer has more details.
A rigged system that takes your jobs, takes your freedom, and takes your voice.
Donald Trump's claim of a rigged election appears to be eroding the public's confidence in a fair and accurate result. In a recent survey, fewer than half of Americans are very sure their vote will be counted correctly. That worries election officials.
A concern that will deter voters from participating in a really important election. Your vote is your voice, and it needs to be heard.
King County, Washington's largest, is sensitive to vote fraud. In 2004, the governor's race was decided by just 129 votes after 3 ballot counts. It was later determined that 1,600 of the 2.7 million voters were ineligible. Most were felons. Some had moved out of state, and others were dead. Since then, the state has gone to one central voter database, making it easier to scrub the rolls. Security is tighter where ballots are counted, and states are sharing information. But Trump campaign officials say there is still a major hole that can be exploited.
Here in Washington State, we have no way to check to see if a person who registers to vote is actually a U.S. citizen. We are prohibited from our Secretary of State's office from checking.
Washington is among 8 states out of compliance with the Federal Real ID Act, meaning citizenship is not verified when people get a driver's license. Non-citizens can use that license to register to vote by simply claiming to be citizens, and the Secretary of State has no way to stop them.
Citizenship, although it's a requirement not only at the state level but the federal level, we have no way to check because there is no list of citizens in the state.
Craig Keller of the group Respect Washington found non-citizens who have voted and says nothing has changed.
There's a certain embedded inaccuracy and corruption within the voter registration rolls that can express itself as voter fraud come an election.
Election officials insist whatever fraud does occur is minor and can't sway an election. But they're also forced to admit that currently they have no way to prove that. Lauren, Nicole?
Dan Springer, thank you.